Hi, it's Tina. Welcome to my channel. Look what I have. I got this a couple of weeks ago from Lidl, and I've been waiting to record the video before I open it, but I'm super excited to check this item out. It's a 12-in-1 dial paper trimmer. So it has this dial, which apparently has the blades. So from what I understand, you turn the dial to get the blade that you want, and then you just pull it down. Hopefully that's the way it works. That's my understanding from what I've read on the box. It also has two arms that pull out, and it looks like they're not just straight, they have some contours. So it says that they can be used for drawing, but I hope that they also can be used for tearing. So I am going to put that to the test. But anyway, oh, look on here are the different blades, the different cuts you can get from the blades. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to take this out of the box, grab some paper, and we're going to put this to the test. So fresh out of the box, let's see what it looks like. Okay. Comes wrapped in plastic. All right, here we go. Yay, look at that. Huh. Okay. All right, so I'm starting to turn the dial. As you can hear it lock? Hear that little click? Yeah, so I'm guessing when it locks, that's where it needs to be. All right, so let's, oh, there we go. Oh, nice, look at that. I hope it tears paper well. I have to figure out how to do that. Let's see what this one, come on. Oh, there we go. Okay, well that's great because look at that, 13 inches. Huh. Wow. That's big. That's a great, not just one arm, but it has two arms. And they do kind of lock into place. There. All right. Let's, how does this lift up? Does this lift up? Surely it lifts up. Gosh, I don't want to break it. Maybe I need to look at the box. Okay. So let's see. The transparent ruler is firmly attached to the cutting mat. Always make sure it's firmly attached. So, okay. It must come up then. I'm so afraid I'm going to break it. Let's see. Well, I can slide the paper in. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. I just don't know. I just don't know. I don't want to break it before I even get to try a blade. As long as my paper slides in, I guess that's the way I'm going to have to do it for this video. I might have to fool with it later. Okay, so this is in place. Okay, there we go. I kind of push down. Okay. Okay, look. It cut in parts. But, oh, you know what? Well, that's interesting. It's like every so often it didn't cut all the way through. I wonder if it was supposed to do that. Let's see, this says includes 12 different blades for decorative edge cuts, perforations, folding lines, and precise straight cuts. Huh. So I guess maybe they don't all cut all the way through. I guess some do and some don't. Well, that's interesting. I mean, let me try it again, because again, I'm not sure if it was supposed to do this. I mean, it's almost like it cut and then it left some perforated spots. Which, I don't know, it's kind of cool. Depends on what you're trying to use it for. I don't have anything else that does that. Let me try again. Actually, let me try that one again, just to see if it does the same thing. Okay. And putting fairly good pressure. Maybe I just have to really push down harder. It still left a couple of places I have to pull it apart, but not as many. That's interesting. Let's try another blade. Rotate the dial. Okay, put our paper back in here. And let's see what this one does. Oh, okay. That one cut really well. Isn't that neat? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's see, can you see that edge? Let's see. You can probably see it best on the table. Get you a little bit closer, maybe. Okay, I'll pull this down. Here we go. All right. All right. I like this one. So the wavy one works really well. Okay. Let's go for the straight edge. Oh wait, hold on. This one looks like it might be a perforation. Let's see what it does. Okay. Oh wow, yeah. Hey, that's cool. Yeah. So it does. It just gives a little perforation. How about that? That would be great to use with stamps. Oh, that's super cool. All right, I like that. Ha ha ha, that's pretty cool. Put you back. Let's see about just a plain straight line. Your very basic cut does not get more basic than that. Let's see. All right, yeah, that did a great job. Did a great job of that. Yep, that one cut real well. And this is, I don't know what the weight is. It's, I want to say maybe 60 pound, 80 pound. I'm not really sure. I couldn't find the amount on the package, and that drives me nuts. If you're going to sell craft type paper, you need to put the weight of the paper. That would be so helpful. Okay, well, let's keep going. So the straight cut works really well. All right. All right, I don't know what this one's going to do. So I'm excited to find out. So here we go. Okay, this might just be a scorer. Wow, you can't see anything on that side. I guess this just scores. Interesting. Barely scores. I don't know. I'm not sure what kind of a mark I can give that one. Not a super good mark. Let me try it again. Let me push down a little harder. Maybe you have to go back and forth. It doesn't up here, but down here. Let's see. Let's see. Can you see that? It gives two lines. It cuts two parallel lines. But close up, it kind of merged back into one. I mean, I did that on the first cut too. It started as one and then moved into two lines. I'm not sure what the benefit of that is. but maybe I just don't know. Okay, I'm not sure if I will be using that one. But we will keep going. Let's see. Let's see what you do. That looks like it just gives like a rough cut, as if you were just tearing it. It's just an uneven edge, which is nice. It's clean, so it's not like raggedy if you're tearing it. It's a nice clean edge, but it is just a little like stubbled. Okay, I like that one. Turn it. Let's go to this one. Ooh. Okay. Again, did not cut all the way through, but I can pull it. I mean, it's cut well enough to where I can pull it apart. There. This is also stubble, but it's got larger hump. It has larger little bumps there. Yeah. Okay. Get you back. And so it just has a variety of wavy lines, which is great. It's nice to have a variety, right? Because it depends on what you're working on. All right, that cut pretty well. It gives you an option. See, on this side, the peaks and valleys are smaller, but they increase in size on this side. So it's just having variety and options, and that's a good thing. Always good to have options. Let's see. This looks a little more haphazard. We'll see how it cuts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. A little more kind of like it's torn. There's subtle differences, but that's okay. Again, depending on what you're making, you have lots of options here as to what kind of edge you want. And I like that. That one did not cut as well. It's funny, some do cut better than others. Oops. But you know what? Mostly I can pull them apart. This is actually, that one actually cut the worst. That was the worst cut so far. Let me try again. Let me try again. I'll push it down a little harder this time. I'll try to go back on it. Okay. Alright. That still didn't cut all the way through. But it did a lot better. It did a lot better. Okay. Let's put you back. And gosh, these are just all so very subtle. They're just barely any difference. So I think I'm going to stop right there with that. I know that was not all 12, but the differences are so small. You know, I think we've got the good idea of what it can do. So for the most part, there's lots of options, which I like. It does not always cut through, which, you know, granted, one is the perforation, and it's not supposed to cut all the way through, and that's actually pretty cool. I don't have any other way to do that or come up with that effect, so I will enjoy having that. The others, for the most part, it cuts well enough to where I can pull them apart and there's no damage, except that one I did, and that did leave behind some damage. Maybe if I had, you know, taken my time and really kind of pulled it gently, it wouldn't have done that. But, you know, we don't want to take a lot of time. That's why we have a paper cutter. So, you know, a little disappointed in how some of the blades cut. But will I use it? Probably. Yeah, I probably will, just because it's really it's cool. I like having all of the different options. And like I said, for the most part, you can pull it apart fairly easily, and it does not destroy the rhythm of the cut. So now granted, I don't know what's up with this. Maybe you're just supposed to slide it through. I just don't know. I find that hard to believe, but I don't want to break it. I don't see that this releases. So maybe it doesn't open. So in that aspect, you're pretty limited in how thick of paper that you can put through. So regular cardstock, you know, fits through it really well. And I do like that it's big. Let's see if I can get a 12 by 12. I probably need to cut this piece off. Let's see. Yeah. A 12-inch, just barely. Okay, so a 12-inch piece of paper will fit in. I know you can't see all of that, but there you go. See if I can pull the camera back. There. There you go. So this is a 12 by 12 piece. Let's go to our straight line. Okay. And let's see. Now, I'm not really sure. I guess, you know, as far as trying to line something up, the line, I guess the blade is in coordination of where the line is on this little piece, which is right in the middle. There are two grooves. There are two grooves in here. So you can see. See, it has the two grooves. I guess that line is lined up right in the middle. So we can try that. I guess that's where the cut line is. I almost wish that there was a groove for that, or some better indication, so you know where to line it up. But let's give it a try. Okay, so this is lined up right in the middle. Let's see if it cuts there. I don't know why that didn't cut. That's strange. It looked like it did up at the top. That's right where I lined it up. But then at some point, it just stopped cutting. And this is just the straight line. So the last time it cut all the way through and did a pretty good job. But as you can see, it did not on this. This is, I guess, thicker paper. Let me try it one more time. Okay. Here we go. We'll push it down really well. Okay, it cut well. Maybe it's the way I had my fingers placed. I have to go back and look at the video. Maybe I had it too far in the back and I wasn't pressing firmly right over top of where the blade resides. So maybe that was my fault. Operator error. Operator error. Okay, because it cut really well that time. All right. Now, you know what I want to try. I want to see if I can, let's close one side. I want to see if I can use this as a tear edge. I'll start out with this piece. This is a really thin piece of paper. So if I lay it down like this. And press down. Oh, I don't think so. Okay, well, it kind of did. I'm sorry, that was really loud, wasn't it? It's a shame if it was a little sharper, it would tear a lot easier. But look, it did tear. And it did tear in the pattern that it was supposed to. Huh. Let me try the other side. Oh, this is just a wavy one. Oh gosh, and I don't think I can do it with my left hand, but we'll see. I'm not left-handed. Okay, let me give me plenty to hold on to. So I'm going to press it down because it lays flat, but to tear, you're going to have to hold it down. I'm not sure how else to describe that. Okay, let's see. So. Darn, I was really hoping that would work really, really well. And it kind of did. Maybe I just, like I said, I'm having to do left-handed and I'm just not coordinated with my left hand. So let's try it this way where I'm not starting all the way up at the top. Maybe that's part of the problem. Let's see. Okay, it did better. Maybe one fluid movement is the way to do it. So I think I can use it. It's not perfect, but I think I could still use it if I really wanted to. Not bad. Let's see. Yep, it goes down to 12 inches. Let's see, this goes out to 13 inches this direction. And 13 inches this direction. Wow. So you've got 26-inch span here. That's pretty cool. Now something I just noticed, I kind of saw it earlier but it didn't register. It says in on this side. I wonder what that means. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'm supposed to push the paper in this way so it goes in and out. I mean, I don't know, I guess it does go in a little easier that way. Maybe that's it. I'm not really sure. But it does say in on this side and it does not say anything. It doesn't say out. It just doesn't say anything on this side. It's very strange. Very, very strange. So, yeah. You know, I'm starting to think now the perforation in some of these where it didn't cut all the way through, maybe I just wasn't pressing down far enough back. I think I was maybe holding it too much at the front edge instead of pushing down on the whole area. I really think that might be the issue. Let me get another one. Oops, sorry, in. In this way. Let's see, I don't remember which one did not tear well. Let's see, I'll just pull one out. And I'll push more. I'll hold it firmly in the back. And that did better. All right. I'm starting to feel a little better. I think it was initially an operator error. I believe it was my fault that it wasn't cutting all the way through, but it is doing better now. What is my final review? I like that I have 12 options. That's a plus. A minus is some of them are very similar. I like the different grades in like the lumps. You can go minimal and it kind of keeps getting bigger. But some of these, like these two, to me look practically identical. And there's another one too. So some of these on this side look very, very similar. They are all, I guess, slightly different, but barely. I like the wheel. I think that's a nice touch. You just turn it to where you want. It locks in place, and they're fairly easy to pull out. And when you're done, you push it right back in. The blade is secure, so it's not hanging out here. It has a place to live. I like that part. That's definitely a plus. It has two arms that extend, 13 inches on each side, so that gives you 26 inches if you have a large piece of paper. So that is definitely a plus. This, from what I can tell, does not lift up. I don't know if that's a plus or a minus. I guess it just depends on the situation. I'm sure it has its benefits. But I also wish it had a more clearly identified line about where your cut line is going to be. I guess you can take your cue from the little design on the top, which is right in the middle. So still, I don't know. To me, you know, cutter for dummies, I guess. I would just like to have like maybe a red line or a yellow line or something, white line, something that stands out, so you can clearly have a visual of where your cut line is going to be. You can kind of figure it out, but the visual would be nice. Each of these arms has a different edge. I would have loved it if it had been sharper so that you could rip paper with it. That would be awesome. You kind of can, but you can kind of also tell that that's not really what it's made for. And it doesn't say that it does that. It says to draw. So, you know, if you want to put your paper down and take your pencil and you can kind of follow along, which is still cool, but that's probably not what I would use it for. That's not anything I would do. But there could be plenty of people who think that's an absolute awesome benefit of having this. They may really like that. I like that you can pull, you know, have one out at a time. I did notice though, just now, it does have a ridge. So you would probably want to have them both open when you're putting paper in, because otherwise that ridge could get in the way of your paper and maybe cause it to buckle or not lay flat. It may cause some shift in your paper, whatever. So you do want to have both of your arms open and extended in place when you're going to use this. This side does say in. Again, I'm assuming that's the end where you slide your paper. A little more direction for that would be nice for me. Maybe obvious for most people. But, you know, if it said out, that would help. But I suppose they're thinking in is all you need, because if that's in, then that's obviously out. But, you know, still, I would like to have that sign. Overall, I like it. I'm excited about it. I'm looking forward to using it. The blades, I did notice that it said there are not replacement blades. I can't remember where I saw that, but I did see that somewhere. Blades are not replaceable. There we go. So just keep that in mind. If there's one blade that you really like and you use it and it wears out, it starts to get dull, apparently you can't just buy a replacement blade. That's just it's gonna be that way till the end of time. So something to remember. It does snap in really securely. Like these things just don't fly open. You really have to pull. Hear that snap? It snaps in place, which is really nice for storing. You don't have to worry about the arm coming, you know, flopping out when you go to put it in a drawer or something. It's secure, so it's not going to go anywhere. Actually, I like that. It feels solid. It is flush on the table, even when the arms are extended. The arms do lock in place, and I do like that. That is the 12-in-1 dial paper trimmer from Crelando. I'm sorry, I don't have the exact price, but it's $15 tops, because I'm sure I would not have paid more than that. So, for what I paid, it's a pretty good investment, I think. We'll have to see how well it does when I actually start to really use it. But for right now, my first impression is it's not perfect, but I do really like it. This concludes my unboxing and review of the 12-in-1 dial paper trimmer. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it informative. If you did, give me that thumbs up and check out my channel. There's all kinds of videos out there. I now have over 100, I think 102, I believe, so I'm sure there is something else that may strike your fancy. So I encourage you to take a look. I would really appreciate it. And if you like what you see, hit that subscribe button. All right, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.